Thank you for tuning in to Homeschool Homesteaders. Today we're going to talk about growing pumpkins. I live in the state of Minnesota, zones 4 or 3. The dot is bigger for privacy reasons. And on the difficulty level, pumpkins will get 3 out of 10. The ideal growing temps is 50 Fahrenheit to 95. Frost is bad. High temps are somewhat good. And pumpkins will get like a 6 out of 10 for health benefits. Not exactly your superfood, but still healthy. Learn to love them. And unfortunately, pumpkins do require a lot of space. So if you don't have the space for it, don't even bother growing pumpkins. But you will need 25 feet minimum. And make a mound of dirt, put it on cardboard. Make sure the cardboard has holes in it for drainage, and basically chicken compost, well-rotten manure, coffee grounds, nitrogen-rich plants, green manure, compost. Again, you need very rich soil. Otherwise, your pumpkins will not grow. And here is a live footage of how a mound of dirt should look like. And when the temps are above 50 Fahrenheit, it is time to plant. And in Minnesota, where I live, that's usually around Memorial Day weekend. Here we have a packet of pumpkin seeds. Notice I bought them for 59 cents. And this is how the pumpkin seeds look like. And you will plant. I usually do about 6, 7, or 8 on one mound of dirt. And that's good enough. And so you just stick them in. You notice I'm using those little seed things, whatever they're called. Those actually help very well. Or you could plant them directly into the dirt. So nothing fancy, but make sure you have very rich soil. Cannot 3 weeks later, this is what you get. They look beautiful, nice dark green little seedlings. And throughout the summer, you come back and they grow some more. Make sure the dirt is watered. And finally, by mid-July, this is what you get in mid-July. Nice dark green leaves. That shows you have great nutrients. And finally, you will get some baby pumpkins. Pumpkins are green. Yes, I know, common sense, but you have to rub it in because people think you have small little orange pumpkins. But no, pumpkins are green when they first start becoming fruit. And you have to search underneath the leaves and find your pumpkins. Here's another green one. It's getting bigger. Eventually, it will turn orange. And this footage is what happens to the leaves when they're not watered. So make sure you water your plants. Otherwise, the leaves become droopy. But as you are watering your plants, just walk into your garden and look for some pumpkins. Like I said, they are green at first, so they are kind of camouflaged, so you might even miss a few. But leaves are good, and the flowers, you want a lot of flowers. Flowers means you will have some fruit if the bees are doing their jobs. Pumpkins do have very beautiful flowers. The camera shows them small, but the diameter is actually about 3 to 4 inches, maybe even 5. And here is a footage of a bee. Bees are good. Bees are your friend. No bees or no pollinating insects, that means you will not have any pumpkins. So make sure bees are attracted to your garden. You do not want your pumpkins laying on the side. You want them growing up straight. So place them, make sure they're growing straight. So kind of place them in a upright position so you'll have beautiful round pumpkins. And here the pumpkin is slowly turning orange. And when you come back early September, it gets more orangish. $1 million question is, which tool is best for harvesting pumpkins? I just use pruners. They're much more easier to harvest. So mid-September, here I am in my garden, and I'm gonna harvest my first pumpkin. Notice the beautiful orange color. It's probably, I can't even tell how heavy it is, but this is what you want. Here I harvested a pumpkin that was not growing upright, and this is to show you what happens if you don't spend the time to make sure your pumpkins are growing straight. They become deformed. Nice, thin, ugly looking pumpkin, but still edible. Pumpkins mature at different times, so a small pumpkin, a larger, and a nice orange pumpkin that's ready to be harvested. So you will come for like a month at a time to harvest pumpkins out of your garden. and they are beautiful. Here I am trying to do some cool video editing and also get a good picture. So I am trying to rearrange pumpkins so they look nice and walking back and forth, but this is all from a single day of harvesting. I still have other pumpkins growing, which I will harvest later on, but this is from one day. And this is so basically trying to find a good picture. So if you want a good pumpkin harvest, you have to plant anywhere from 7 to 9 seeds minimum. And if you get 4 to 5 pumpkins per seed, that is an A+. And you should be making YouTube videos. If you have 3 pumpkins per seed, that is a B. 1 pumpkin per seed, that is a C. So in 2022, I planted 9 pumpkin seeds and I harvested 11 good-sized pumpkins. That is a C+. Sometimes in Minnesota, we have warm weather all the way till November, and that will increase a good pumpkin harvest. And sometimes cold weather, meaning frost, hits in September and you have to pick the pumpkins early. So that's what happened in 2022. This is why I gave myself a C+. And pumpkins are good if you have pigs. Pigs love pumpkins, especially the seeds. And if you don't have the area to grow pumpkins, you just go to the store like the rest of the population and you purchase your pumpkins. Thank you for watching this video. There. And I'm going to try to see if we could cure it green.